Hey, it's Alex with ALX Rods, and let's do a little shop talk about our ZOLO Series grips. One of the first things that jumps out with folks with our ZOLO Series rods is that we did have a grip change from a couple years ago. We used to use the old cork and EVA hybrid grip where it had a portion, about a third of the grip was EVA and the rest was cork. Well, a few years back, we decided to make a change and improve our ZOLO Series based on both some things that we saw and from angler input. So one of the biggest changes was dropping the hybrid grips and going to a homogeneous material for both the grip section and the butt section of the rod. And what you saw was a little bit different look, but it still stayed true to that blended cork EVA history that the ZOLO Series has had. I'm extremely proud of the grip that we have on the ZOLO Series. This is a top tier premium cork. It's the type of cork that's actually seen on $1,000 fly rods. I know that because that's where we actually got it from. We used to build some very high-end $1,000 plus saltwater fly rods. We were so impressed with the cork that we saw on those rods. They just did incredible against wear, tear, all types of weather and saltwater conditions, and just how well they survive. There's little to no filler in them. They have a very uniform color. They're just absolutely great grips and some of the best cork that you're going to find on a bass fishing rod, especially in that ZOLO price range. So we contacted that supplier and we moved all of our ZOLO grip production over to that supplier, and it actually is sourced here in North America, and so it's good stuff. Of course, cork comes from Portugal, and but the grips are turned for us by spec here in North America. The butt section, that's a little bit different. So, you know, the butt section on our ZOLO Series is a solid EVA piece. It's one piece now. Our old grips used to have a butt cap and then the hybrid on there. We went to this for two reasons. One is because we found that the biggest damage thing on rods across the board that anglers were suffering was damaged butts on their rods. This came from wave savers on trolling motors, especially once we started seeing lots of ghosts, lots of Ultrexes, and they all had that wave saver foot that came down. How many times have you seen somebody that dropped that trolling motor foot? It landed right on the butt of their rod and shattered the butt on their rod. Well, the great news with this is with the EVA, it actually gives a little bit of bounce. That wave saver hits it, bounces off. Maybe it saves you a little bit and doesn't shatter the back end of your rod. The other part is that the EVA is extremely replaceable. So if you do damage your butt, if you do ruin your butt, you can actually cut it off. It's a one-piece assembly, and we can actually ship you out a brand new butt, two-part epoxy, slide it right back on, and it is good as new. So you can keep your old rods in great condition. On a third standpoint, one thing that we were finding with cork butts was that customers were wearing them out. Between two-handed casting and really gripping the butt and ripping a two-handed cast, or even kayak anglers or bass boat anglers who had life jackets on, when they would hook set coming across their body under their arm, the butts were rubbing on the insides, rubbing on their sides and rubbing across those life jacket webbing, and it was actually rubbing and destroying the butts. Again, the EVA is a little bit tougher and it can be replaced super easy. So that's why that's the logic that's put behind the ZOLO Series. So from the premium, the premium cork grip, that again, it actually has a tenon, so it goes all the way up underneath the reel seat with an anodized trim ring, the solid one-piece EVA butt, and then I didn't mention it, but we do use We do use anodized aluminum winding checks on the ZOLO Series at this time, and again, that is a longevity issue. Lasts longer than cork. It finishes those grips off really nice on each end. So the next time you take a look at your ZOLO Series, just know that grip has a whole lot of thought and a whole lot of feedback into it, and that's why we're committed to building the best rods and the right rods for the ones you take out on the water.